Good morning. We had this great opportunity this morning to talk a little bit about succulents. So somebody gifted me the succulents here, and I wanted to talk to you very briefly about what you can do. So this is obviously middle of winter, but these are succulents. They happen to be sedums here, some, and then there's another succulent here. Succulent just means kind of think of it more like a cactus than a regular houseplant. But with the opportunity we have is to actually make more of something, and as gardeners that's always a good thing. So we have these wonderful little succulents and two different styles, as I mentioned, but it's very easy to take care of these. So as you can see, the succulents have babies that come off the side. When you want more, you can just simply just snap it off, but they're so easy to plant. The first thing you need to think about is a container. You want one that's a little bit wider, preferably. I mean, they'll grow anything. These things will darn near grow in nothing. But anyway, you want a container that's nice and wide and a little bit shallower than taller if you can. And you can, in fact, just go ahead and put it in a tray like this. Very simply, to plant these up, I put a nice well-drained soil. Now, I am using the germination mix because it is designed inherently to have better drainage. But you could use like our potting soil as well. And there's a slight difference in them, and you can see that here. And but what we're going to do to plant these is I filled my containers, packed them lightly, just pushed them down, and I'm simply going to nestle these down in there. And that's how you plant them. It's just that simple. Now you could push a little bit of soil here, little there, but that's it. Now I also mentioned that you could just put them in a tray. So maybe you have a wide tray. You just take this and you leave that right on and just nestle that down in. Now this is a different type of succulent. I actually took this plant and I just pinched it off just like this. And I'm going to do the same thing here with these. Is I'm going to take these, you can see the stem, and all these little brown things, don't know if you can see them well, are actually just roots. We're going to take and just barely cover them with soil. I'm going to take a few of these out of here. We don't need quite that many in a pot. And I'm just barely covering it with soil. And take this guy, we're going to just barely cover it with soil, and that's it. You're done. That's really that simple. Now you're going to go ahead and water these. Succulents do not need a lot of water, so these are excellent plants for the house. Now succulents, sedum in particular, come in just hundreds of different varieties. These may not be hardy outside, but if you've got all these babies to play around with, it's worth it. So you take your babies, you stick them in the soil, and you're done. Water them and then let them dry nicely. They're going to take care of themselves. Put them in a bright window. You can go from very cool temperatures with these to warm temperatures, whatever your house might be. And then when spring finally comes and summer, frost is done, put them outside and enjoy, and you've got lots more babies that way. Thanks very much for joining us this morning.